YouTubers and everybody, YouTubers, Miss Oprah, hello Miss Oprah, and my bloggers, everybody. I just wanted to make a quick video response on Oprah's Good Hair episode. I wanted to start off by saying I absolutely loved the episode. The humor in it was really cool. I really liked that I really liked that Chris Rock is attacking this subject. I think in 2009 it's time to get rid of antiquated ideas like good hair, bad hair, light skin, dark skin, classism. Let's just release the hate. You know, 2009 is like love of the hater generation. I don't know what it is, but it's like our generation really freaking loves the haters. It's like, hi haters, love haters, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you love the lovers? Anywho, that's a tangent, and that's the subject all on its own. However, what I really wanted to talk about was Oprah's Good Hair episode, as I was starting before my tangent. I wanted to say I thought it was a great episode. I thought she did a really good job showing her own hair paths. I really loved seeing her with the afro and her braids. Even though she looked like a slave, I thought she looked cute, and I thought she looked like me when I was a little girl, so I was a little offended. But you know, it's all good. But I just wanted to comment on a few things that I thought were missing and a few things that I thought they could have done a little better. For starters, I made myself some talking points right there. That was pathetic. For starters, why wasn't there any highlight on natural hair and the glorification of women, you know, that do that? I know she had Solange on there, and big up to Solange, because I was a Beyonce fan, I was a little Solange fan, but I really have a lot of respect for Solange. I really think that she's a very poised, beautiful, well-spoken, and very liberated young woman. And I was really impressed to see her come out there. You know, she could have put a weave on, because I saw the Samantha Davis, whatever, the handbag ad, and she had her little weave on, and it was cute, but it was kind of like, wow, she's natural now, so why can't she just be natural? And of course, you know, they didn't want her to accept that or whatever, and I was really kind of offended by that, but I just really thought that they were lacking, you know, at least a person other than Solange who was a little more enlightened on just natural hair in itself and would say, you know, natural hair is this, natural hair is that, good hair, you know, maybe went through their journey. You know, my journey is I grew up in Seattle with a bunch of white girls, just like his daughter, and I was constantly bombarded with ideas of good hair, bad hair. I think deep down in my heart, I always loved natural hair, relaxers. I remember I walked up to this girl in the mall one day, and I just asked her, how do you get your hair like that? She had a big old afro, and she's like, I wash it. And I thought she was mocking me, but now I realize now, you know, at 23, that it was as simple as that. And I really thought it was cool because, you know, I went natural in 7th grade. I got a bad perm, like a lot of people. Started doing the press till I was in about high school, college time, and just went completely natural. When I went to Howard University, I just was like, you know what, I need to liberate myself, and all the other girls here are anyway, so I'm not going to stand out. And just more recently, this is my 9th month of my locks, and I love them, love them, love them. Yes, they are locks, not little braids. I just talked to a lady today who was locking, and she said, oh, your braids are so cute. I was like, oh, my locks. They're braid locks, but they're locks. Anywho, I was really thinking that they were going to have some segment where they're talking about, you know, Nia Long said braids and naturals. The brown-skinned girl with the braids and natural isn't as beheld as the girl with the straight hair. Even if she's brown-skinned, even with the straight hair and the weave and the curls. And I was just kind of like, okay, preach, you know, because it is the truth. And but I just really felt like there was going to be a segment where they were talking about, you know, natural hair has been perceived as all this, but it is fun. I love my natural hair. It's versatile. It's beautiful. It's an expression of myself. And Raven-Symoné said relaxers help relax people, and yes, they do. However, I can go anywhere, and I've lived in a predominantly white area, and I have for a long time, minus the time I lived in D.C. For the most part, I live in a predominantly white area, white neighborhood, and I'm very proud of my natural hair. I've never been ashamed. I'll take that back. Of course, there's give and take a few times. You go to a couple job interviews and you feel like, but I mean, especially with my locks now, I really don't care. And not only that I don't care, it's just like, you know, accept me. You're going to either accept me or you're not. And if you don't, then it's really your loss because, you know, you're losing a good employee, you're losing a good friend, you're losing a good girlfriend prospect, whatever. Another thing that I was really kind of like, whoa about was the fact that Chris Rock kept talking about putting his hands in the white girl hair, and you know, we all done that, and sisters do it too. They try to press, but I noticed black girls always see a white boy who's willing to let them braid their hair, they will jump at the chance, and it could be anything. They will hop on that because we love it, and it's just different, and it's not anything bad, it's not anything good, it's just different. And I really felt like when he was saying, you know, brothers aren't going to talk to girls that look like this or that or this or that. Yes, they are. So don't front, because I know plenty of brothers who say, I won't talk to a girl with bad hair or dark skin or whatever the issue may be. I just felt like, preach on that, because, you know, there's a scene that I've seen. I haven't watched the whole movie. I have not previewed it, so I'm not going to speak on anything on his movie. I'm just talking about what I saw in the Oprah episode. And there was a bunch of gentlemen in a barber shop, and they're all laughing about, you can't put your hands in a black woman's head and all this stuff, but talk about positive things about black women, you know? I'm a natural woman, and yes, my husband, I call him my husband, even though he's my boyfriend. He doesn't care. He puts his hands all through my head. When I was natural, same thing. My fro might have been a little flat on the side afterwards, but yes, I like my hands all up in my hair. Make sure it still looks cute. And I mean, I get that, you know, weaves, perms, presses, you don't want it to get all messed up or whatever, but, you know, putting your hands in the hair is a taboo subject, but it's like, everything they said, they kind of negated, and it was almost offensive, like, okay, yes, black women don't like men to have their hands in their head, and don't do it, I guess, but what about us natural girls? I know too many natural girls. Yes, you can put your hands all up through my hair, yes, and it still will stay cute. Keep it. But another thing that was really like, whoa, was he was starting to talk about girls in India and how they repent their hair, which I have said a million times. Sisters, get over your creamy crack addictions and your weave addictions, because all you're doing is you're not even feeding these people. That's so scary. You're not even giving them any kind of help. You just pretty much steal their hair. And he was talking about, you know, if a black woman is in India and she walks up to you, you better run because she might steal your hair. And I'll be real, my sister works at Extension Plus. Yes, the place where all these celebrities, and literally I could name off A-listers you wouldn't even believe have weave. White, black, Latino, Asian, Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, the list goes on and on, that you would not believe wear weave. And so I completely understand, but at the same time I was like, don't just pin a lot of these issues on black women, because, you know, like Ali Whitworth and the blonde on Oprah said, you know, I just want to be pretty, and everybody just wants to be pretty, but I just really felt like, okay, make sure you know that you can feel pretty just being who you are, just looking how you look, just being the beautiful person that you are. And I think that's not held nearly enough, because so many people are so afraid to just be comfortable with themselves. I know me, I might put a little makeup on, a little rouge on my lips, and a little blush on my cheeks. I put a little face makeup around my eyes, because my eyes have a lot of discoloration, you know, the nasty color. But other than that, I try to keep it as natural as possible. I don't even wear nail polish anymore. Of course, I gotta wear my toes. The toes are just, I know. But for the most part, I try to keep it as natural as possible, just my body. My boyfriend really doesn't appreciate, you know, me wearing all the padded brows and all the fake booty and the fake hair or the fake eyelashes, fake nails, whatever. He doesn't really like that. He really doesn't like the makeup, but I used to be a Mac girl, so I'm just gonna get it. But the last thing I wanted to talk about, I think I just said that was the last thing, but this is the last thing, was Oprah had the nerve to say she showed a picture of her natural hair, and it was nice, flowing, thick, had just blown out. I remember the good old days when I had my blowout. And she said, I couldn't wear this on national TV, and I just was taken aback, because I wanted to say, why can't you wear it on national TV? Who's stopping you? You are a $1 million woman. Who's stopping you from rocking your natural hair the way you feel like it? Because let's be real, Oprah, you run stuff. And if you start wearing your hair natural, I guarantee you will see an exponential rate of black women wearing their hair natural. So it's just words to the wise, because I know you're wearing your real hair, but when are you going to start getting the natural? And you know what? This goes for time too. You know, I know you want to wear your real hair, but why can't we see what your texture looks like? Why can't we see what you look like without them relaxers? Because it's still fake. People try to say, oh yeah, look at my hair, it's all me. And yes, it is all you, plus a chemical. So it's like, we really got to get ourselves together as a people and recognize that we are beautiful, dark skin, nappy hair, because I am a nappy haired queen, y'all, and all. And we just really got to start accepting ourselves. You know, one person I'm really loving is Malia and Sasha Obala, just from this new generation. I think, you know, with commercials and TV shows and everything, natural is starting to become, more and more acceptable. But one thing that's really amazing me is that Malia and Sasha Obama are the first black family, first family as in presidential, and they rock their hair natural. They wear it in press, they wear it down, they wear it up, they wear it all sorts of ways, they wear it in braids, they wear it in twists, I could go on and on and on, and I think it's so empowering for little girls